And if you're catching on replay, man, thumbs up to you guys. I appreciate you guys checking it out. Today we're gonna be here for a little bit, just a brief second, man. We're gonna be talking about glycine. And I know in the thumbnail, if you look at the thumbnail, I actually don't own that particular colorway, but I have one similar. And we'll be talking about that. I got a couple of glycine timepieces. I actually have 4 in total. And just to give you a little background before we dive into this watch. Some people know about glycine, some don't. But just know that glycine was created by Mr. Milan in 1914, right? And I believe he started out making women's watches. And there's some type of component that I have to look it up. There was a component that he patented that went into automatic watches. I'll look it up, but I know he had a number of designs. But currently, glycine is actually owned by Invicta, and I'm a fan of YouTube. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a fan of YouTube. I'm a fan of a number of shows. And it was crazy. I don't have it out, but I have one of the watches that TGV, and if you don't know who that is, the Urban Gentry, he actually reviewed the same watch I have. It was because of him. I actually bought that same watch, that same model he had. He reviewed that like 8 years ago. But like we fast forward now, and man, there's so many options to choose from when it comes to dive watches. There's watches everywhere. So let's get into one of the watches. This is probably, this is the actual latest watch that I have in my collection. This is a Combat Sub. And I'm going to tell you something about this. Now, lug tip to lug tip. I guarantee you there are a number of you guys out there that can care less. You want to know if it fits on your watch, on your wrist well. And the crazy thing is, because I've been a collector of Invicta for years, I know that lug tip to lug tip does not matter to some people, because there's a watch called the Venom, right? And the Venom has a very unique and crazy lug system. And some people it works on, some people don't. To me, I have to cock it to the side, man, because the way it's designed, it just digs in. But I was still wearing it, because I loved it just overall. But that's how that thing fits on the wrist, even though it's my right. And today I'm like pro diver. This is that 9937 OB original bezel. This week is diver week for me. You know what I'm saying? Over on Instagram, me and my man Vic and whoever else want to jump in. But jumping back into this right here, it has like this putty style dial on it, man. Like it's like this green putty or whatever. And you see at the 6 o'clock down here, you have the red font letters and stuff like that. And I thought that was a nice touch on this watch. Now, so what I did was, when I learned about glycine, right, it was actually the Airman I know about first, which I have that I'll show you in a second. And I love dive watches. I absolutely love dive watches, man. And I started getting into the watches that are a little thinner. If you can see that, you see the logo, like the crown. This watch is actually brass, but it has a stainless steel case back with those, I think those like seals or something like that. Combat seal, right? It just done. Okay, combat seal. I got you. All right, Glycine. Let's see what you did there. I actually, I tried to call Glycine, right? International call. They didn't answer the phone, but I called them nonetheless. And I was on Instagram today, and they have a new dive watch coming out. And they have the Combat Sub. Is like, so this is a 42 millimeter, 50 millimeter lug to lug, 22 millimeters across here. So like you could change. Oh, this thing is perfect to change out straps. I'm absolutely perfect. But they have a new dive watch coming out. I don't know when. That's what I was calling them. I'm like, hey, can I get like the actual date? But nobody answered the phone. So like right now it's like close to 5 o'clock in the afternoon over there, I believe. So it's getting close. They probably close. I don't know. Maybe they close at 3. Who knows? But nonetheless, they have a new watch diver coming out. And then they showcased on their website, they have a 39 millimeter diver. And that's the one, one of the biggest problems, I'm gonna just say one of the biggest issues I have with glycine right now is just so underrated to where you don't hear anything about it unless you go digging for that information. Now with YouTube, not YouTube, Invicta having control over it, it's no advertisement, right? Now I know Shop HQ will showcase what they have as far as like their airmen's and these combat subs. They also have sort of like they have some dressier watches, and then they got their quartz version. So if you were to get this in quartz, which would be a different colorway, they're actually on Ashfords. So what you're doing, if you guys are watching right now and you say, hey, I really like the style of that, and you're curious about this one, this particular watch, I will tell you to go over, like go down in the description and go to Ashfords. Now, I'm not an affiliate or anything like that, but so just go to it. So the link that I have down below, it takes you straight to the Glycine watches. What's up, Jay Jones? What's going on? Now, I'm gonna show you something. You see that little lip on there at the 12 o'clock? It's just like little minor details to this watch. Coin edge, and this is a 60 click. Hold up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. No, I don't know. That might be 120 click. I have to do some more research on this one because I got it. I actually traded for this watch. But I do have, which I do know, because I said this in a video when I first got this watch. I said it's 120 click, and it's actually a 60 click. This one it's kind of got like a low audible to it. But I promise, man, it's no play on it. One of my favorite watches, man. I said this about this brand. I'm gonna put it to you like this: if which I know I have a ton of watches in my collection, if I had to start over, and I said five is so just. I don't even know why we do that to ourselves as watch enthusiasts. Like, if you was to start over and you could only collect so many, like, I'm gonna just take that out the box. If I could start over and start with a particular watch brand, I'm telling you, Glycine will be in my top 5. Let's put it like that. Glycine will be in my top 5 most collected watches. Now, I've watched so many different videos, so many Glycine combat sub and airman videos, and I listen to everybody's their verdict on it. And I'm not here to say, hey, this is the best watch ever. The finishing is superb. Which the finishing is actually, I mean, on this one, you got the polish. You see, man, this thing is scratched up. Now that's proven. The blemishes on there, I beat this watch up. I work out in this watch, man. I go walking in this watch. I enjoy this watch, man. It is military style. It's a combat. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing. And y'all know I'm if you don't know, I'm a veteran. Luciano, what's going on? I'm a veteran. So this is a watch that I'm like, man, if I'd have known about this when I was in the Army, man, I'd have sure enough had one of these a long time ago. And I don't know. It's just something about this style of diver. And you know, these things are this was 10.5 millimeters thin, bro. That's crazy. That thing is super thin. So you don't get to worry about busting it up on a door hinge or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like coming in and out. Unlike, you know what I'm saying? You know how many of my Invicta watches I done banged up. But to this point, say what you will about the quality of Invicta. I've hit enough posts. I even scratched my car. My wife scratched her car up too, where her didn't damage that Invicta. That Invicta bed is I'm telling you, is rock solid. And I don't know how many years ago that was. The Flame Fusion crystal, which this is sapphire crystal in this watch. That Flame Fusion crystal actually held up against some damage. So to Invicta's point, man, because a lot of reviews that I looked at, and if you go and check out some of these reviews, 30 minutes till it's back to the ground. Oh man, I feel you. I'm gonna just say there are a decent amount of people that says, you know, they didn't like the fact that Invicta took over Glycine, you know, and I'm not here to change your mind about it. You know, anybody watching it, like, I know people that's gonna watch this, they hate the fact that Invicta owns Glycine, but I want you to look at it from this standpoint. This right here is not talked about enough, and people want a solid diver, a solid watch. It's something with history. Yeah, Now, there was one reviewer that stated that this watch, it when Invicta took it over, it looked more like a Tudor, right? And they got a few like their GMT. It reminds you of a Tudor. But how many companies actually homage another? Like I don't understand why like Invicta catch hell when it comes to homaging pieces. Everybody else gets a pass. And I'm not here to defend. I'm just saying it's like when you're giving a review, I'm like, okay, I want the facts. I want to know, like, okay, is it worth it? Or like, of course, you got to make your own decision. So I'm just saying, do your due diligence, man, and don't be swayed by anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to convince you to buy this, but I'm telling you, I get excited about these pieces right here. And then there is my Airman, right? Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna talk. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this one over here in just a second. Pull that back. So my Airman, right? 24-hour dial. You have this crown system right here. Is the only screwed down portion of this watch. And once you unscrew that, then you can manipulate the bezel. Uh-oh. I went the wrong. Okay, my bad. So now you can manipulate the bezel. And I'll put it back in a little bit. Pretty smooth. And you know what's crazy? When you set your watch, and it's like, you know, when you like spin, like right now, hold up. Let me see if I can get close to the microphone. You don't hear no grind. Like some of my watches got that just grainy, grindy. Like, man, you can feel that metal on metal. It's like, ugh, I feel like I'm damaging something. This so smooth set, man. It's super smooth. Scratch proof. Yeah, they do. Or like they're pretty resistant to the scratches. So, what up, Corey? And of course, you don't see anything like you have all the information about the glycine on the back. And if you could tell, let's see. Let me see, do I have any scratches on this one? Yeah, I got a few on the lug system. Yeah, man, yeah, because I wear these things out, man. I've worked out and I'm actually, so I was going to put this mesh bracelet on this one, right? Because this actually came with an H style bracelet, H-link bracelet, but I took that off and gave this look because I like that not Tudor, the Omega 007. And this one kind of gave me the same vibes, man, because of that, like that dark brown. So this like the coffee brown. This is, man, I'm telling you, this right here, one of my favorite watches of all time. And then I got, man, and I actually have I got another one in here. I don't remember exactly what case it's in, but um this right here, man. Now, look at the handset. So that right there, it doesn't have like the Mercedes hand, but it kind of give you that visual. But it more like I think I heard somebody call it like a bird style handset because it kind of look like a beak in the bird, which I go with that. I roll with that. Loom is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's not the best in the industry, but you know, like when you comparing watches, man, go get your watch and wear it, enjoy it, man. Let's like, come on, man. We ain't got time for all the other stuff. Just want the Cubs or White Sox or both. Okay, so I started out as a White Cubs, a Cubs fan, and because I lived on the south side of Chicago, that's like, nah, you can't. So my first game ever was Cubs, and I wore all my Cubs. My godfather took me down there to Wrigley Field, and I enjoyed myself. Had the best hot dogs ever, and I loved it, right? And I even got a baseball. But then I come back home and I'm wearing my Cub stuff out and I got beat up. So they was like, bro, don't you ever. They stripped me out my my short set, man. And so it was White Sox after that. But of course, I rooted for like when the White Sox won in 2016. Oh yeah. I got a Cubs hat. I said White Sox, Cubs. When the Cubs won, I got a hat back there that says I had it curse reversed 2016. I got it. Yeah, that's a trophy for me. Yo, MMMHH. Say ice wallow. Come what? Man, what is that? I don't know what that means, brother. Oh man, almost feeling like I shouldn't have repeated what you wrote. I don't know what that means. So here's a great feature about this watch: 24-hour bezel. And I can assure you, if you decide to get this watch, take some time to get to know the watch, because like looking at it at first glance is different than looking at this watch. Because you have a 24-hour dial on this thing, yeah, you want to take some time looking at that, studying, getting used to it. You know what I'm saying? If there's something that's not gonna be in your rotation, I will say look at it, study the watch, because it has everything. The information center. Now they actually have this in like a 36 or 37 millimeter, which is even smaller, so it makes the dial even busier. But it's still a nice watch, man. So it's an ETA-based movement in it. Some of them use Solita. I think the new one was using Solita. If you could find some of the old. Okay, okay, all right. Hey, this new phone, man. This new phone is tripping me out, bro. Like somebody just tried to call me, and I got do not disturb, but then it started sending advertisements. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. I got Ryan Sandberg, Sammy Sosa. Oh, of course, playing Frank Thomas. What? Now that's dope. What's up, Space G is in the building, bro. We just talking glycine. Now, the purpose on my Instagram account, I will be dropping. I'm editing a video that I actually got from the Glycine website, and it's just showcasing some of the new stuff. I'm editing it. I'm dropping it on there because we have Armed Forces weekends coming up, and I am all about that. And these watches are, the one thing that, like, of all the reviews, I will say anybody that's military or a veteran or even police force, you want to get a great gift for somebody, man, get them a Glycine. Get them a Glycine, because the history behind these watches, man, is amazing, because it was a part of our American history, of, as a matter of fact, world history, to be exact, because there were soldiers, there were people around the world that were wearing these watches. And there was actually a British combat pilot, as well as a commander, that actually designed this, or helped design this. He didn't design it. He helped design the airmen. And then, of course, the airmen, being naval, there's a naval guy. It's so much history. And I was looking at, I did mention this last night, man. 50, like if you look at the Esquire, and I'm gonna look at this. Hold on, let me see. Like some of the most influential watches across the world. Like this was the first 24-hour dial watch. Now keep in mind, Hamilton actually made a pocket watch that had a 24-hour dial on it that would be, 10 years older than this one. It precedes that one. But watch-wise, that go on your wrist, that's it, man. And then, what I'm saying, between that, so for the next week, I'm literally talking about all military watches. What's going on, Wild Thizzle in the building? What I said about going live doing work. You said I can go, bro. You said it. You told me I could. Remember? Conversation we had? Yeah, bro. What was I supposed to be looking up? I forgot. I got lost. I got lost. The Combat GMT I posted last. Did you post it on Watch Crunch? I may have, bro. I may have. I think I did. If I didn't, because I try to comment on everybody's post. Let's see. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh yeah, I see your comment though on the short that I posted today. The Milanese bracelet, man, is just a nice touch, bro. That bracelet is such a nice touch, man. Just wraps around, feels so good, man. Just check that out, bro. Check that out, y'all. Man, I can tell you with a certainty, I feel like so amazing about the watches that I have as far as my collection is concerned. And I will never take anything away from the reviewers, whether I agree with them or not, because I don't agree with the reviewers all, you know what I'm saying? But I do give respect to, like their effort, what they do. Um, And I can care less how people view my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the watches that I care about, or the people that collect watches. Like as far as like me, I you don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize for what you collect. But I'm just telling you, just giving you a heads up. It is easy to click on right now. If you know, I don't know how YouTube pushes the content out to you guys, but I do know that there are a number of watches. So, for example, I am going to type in, ooh, Invicta Stores Europe is live right now. I got it. Let me see. Let me cut it down.
Check out this combination.
And I always go in there and speak. What's going on, guys? What's happening? Yeah, man. I do enjoy stuff like that. But lost my train of thought. Like that shirt. Hey man, this is one of my man, bro. I keep it retro, bro. Tom and Jerry, yeah, man. Yeah. I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. But like I was gonna say, before I got distracted, man. Like what's that saying? Squirrel? That was me. But just know this: of all of the videos that I watch, and like I said, I don't agree with every reviewer. They like the algorithm or whatever. YouTube always promotes certain watches to me. So when I go and type in watches on my search engine, it will show me the most recent ones of the like James channel, TGV. If he drops something, it'll take me to the people that I've like frequently go to and watch their videos. But then like if I just type in a particular watch, which I took for granted that some people getting on for the first time and they're looking for a watch to buy for like for a family member or something like that. And it's almost like everybody that's coming on here can care less about specs. That's and I was like, man, I took that for granted, man. Like, because I talked to a good friend of mine in my church Friday, and he can, man, when you talking specs, you talking a foreign language. Like he like, bro, I don't get into all that, man. I just know that, I'm only gonna pay for a certain watch. He was like, is there something I should be looking out for when I'm doing this? I was like, yeah, bro. Depending on you, and I was explaining to him, and he was just like, wow, that's a lot, Thanks, Vic. He said that's a lot to watches, man. He was like, I didn't know all that stuff was going on. I didn't even know, he said, all I know is if the watch is more than $200, I ain't buying it. I think he said about $150 is the highest he'll go on the watch. But then, he's like, man, I'm gonna beat the watch up and like, what's the best watch to get? And I'm like, bro, so with that being said, by me showing these watches, you may be watching this and say, man, well, like, okay, what's the price on it or why they're so important? They're Swiss-made watches. They're still being produced out of Switzerland, right? And that still may not mean anything to you. You may be like, true, the NH35 is good enough, or a no-name Chinese movement may be good enough for you, as long as this thing work, or a quartz movement may be enough. I don't know. I'm just telling you, if you get into it and you're like, okay, I know what Swiss is. I know that it's considered one of the best movements. So now it comes down to price. I don't want to spend too much. Because I'm gonna tell you this, the movement that's in this watch, there's other companies that will charge you a premium. There's the same movement, the Etta Base 2824 that's in this one right here. Shoot, you can Hugh Blow. Hugh Blow got it in one of their watches. That's $7,700. And you ask me, is that worth it? I'm like, hey, bro, even if I had the disposable income, if I had $50,000 to spend and it came down to like, now I can get that Hugh Blow or this Glycine, bro, what? I'm gonna get Glycine every time. Buy what you like. Yeah, that is true. Buy what you like. But in the event that you're new and you just have no idea, this is considered a dive watch, right? And it's called a combat sub, which I just love that term. Very militarian. I know they say utilitarian. This is militarian. This is, I mean, because it worked for me in this one, man. And then the strap, man, is beautiful, man. The strap is so comfortable, man. This watch is, yo, I don't care what nobody tell me. This one, this right here, this watch right here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This thing is legit, man. I was just out, and I of course I had this on, but I had switched it out because I was gonna do it like a quick video on this one. And this cat was like, "Yo, what is that? I've never seen that watch before. What is that?" And I was like, "It's a Glycine." Had to explain to him. He said, "Should I know about this?" I said, "Oh yeah, man." I said, "This has been a part of military history for a long time." And I just explained the whole brand about it being Swiss made by Invicta owning it. He was like, "Oh, I know Invicta. Invicta own them." I'm like, "Hey, where can I get it from?" And that's what I'm telling you, Ashfords. Go down in the description of this video, whether you if you're watching the replay, and just click on it, and it'll take you straight to all of the Glycine pieces, right? Ashford, as far as I know right now, is the best place to get it from, like as far as the price. I've purchased from Ashford, I think five times already. I bought from Ashford's 5 times already. What did they say? What did they say? I think he just said he asked something question. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. All of them. And I'm just responding to a message, y'all. There we go. Let's see. Stop, Vic. I said take your hands off Glycine. What you talking about? What? Why would I do that, bro? Why would I not have any of these watches in my collection, bro? In my collection. Why would I not have these, man? Just like when you go on YouTube and you hear all of the goodness about, like, this is the best watch, man. They talk about your Rolexes, when they talk about the APs, when they talk about it's some people just get so excited and passionate. Mr. Wonderful and his red straps, man. So as hype as he gets in his $2 million, $3 million collection and stuff like that, bro, that's how I feel about these watches right here. And hands down, if I was to start over collecting at any point in time, bro, like Glycine will be in my top 5. Hamilton will be there as well because of the military background. Yes. I'm not real big. I mean, sometimes specs is cool, you know, but like I believe, honestly, you don't have to collect a whole bunch of watches, man, to get that satisfying factor out of them. Because I'll tell you, matter of fact, like, so my Pro Diver, when I got this one, I was like, you know what? I really like this because there's a lot wrapped up in this one. You know what I'm saying? A homage, a blatant ripoff of the Rolex Submariner, and even I forgot when the lawsuit was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was the watch that they was like, hey, that's too close to our design, and they got a lawsuit. They got sued for it. Whatever the case was, this watch right here is one of my favorite divers of all time, right? And I don't need anybody, even if they want to criticize. Anybody want to, like, cause I'm gonna tell you, some YouTubers are so good at looking at other channels and ripping their image and saying, hey, look at this clown wear this goofy watch or whatever, man. Like, man, be saying a whole bunch of stuff, but hey, do your worst. I've actually been featured on a couple channels and referring to Invicta collectors as clowns or a lack thereof. I know who you were. I saw the video. I saw it. It's all good though. I mean, I ain't even mad, bro. Whatever floats your boat, whatever helps your content get above and get views, and you get your little check, man. I'm all for it. 165 for my Aragon Dive Master 4 Evo. On sale right now, 43 millimeters sapphire crystal NH35 ceramic bezel, insert 316 L stainless steel, screw down crown. Need I say more? No, sir, you don't. No, sir, you do not have to say any more because the Aragon line is another. Watches in general are dope. All of them, right? And There's some that's better than others based on your preference, man. Like my man said, buy what you like. Yo, be lamb in the house. Buy what you like, buy what you can afford. Be well versed or at least educated enough to see. And I always recommend that you go out to places, man. And you know what? If you do like Invicta, you need to go see it. And you like, hey, I don't have an Invicta store near me. Zales at times have Invicta pieces, or JC Penney's have Invicta pieces in it. I will also recommend that you go to get a broader range of some of the watches that's reviewed online. I will say go to Macy's. Go to your local Macy's. And I don't know, they speaking in a different language over here. Well, it is Europe. That's my recommendation to you. Now, I know those ladies in the it's mostly ladies here, like at our Macy's. It's always a lady at the jewelry booth or the watch booth. And here's the thing, here's a stark difference. There's some things they are versed in, well versed in, but there's others, like when it came to some of the Swiss watches, because I actually went by our current like local Macy's and I tried something out. I didn't videotape this because I really didn't want to put nobody on blast. I just wanted to see what their knowledge was. And I went to two different Macy's and got the same result. The lady was big on the sale. She knew all the sale prices. She said, hey, this is a Swiss made brand. This is like the top of the line type of watch. You can get this watch right now for $1,900. If you open up your Macy's credit card, you can get another 10% off of it. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 whatever. You have 2 years to pay this thing off, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She go through the whole sales thing because that's her job. She's selling that perfume and or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that. But, I had asked a question just to see what the knowledge was. And neither one of the ladies can answer the question. And we were talking about it, and they was like, oh, man, you seem like you know what you're talking about on watches. She said, normally, if I get a customer and he or she is asking me questions like this, they either have a watch expert or somebody that knows watches, or they'll refer them to somebody that can do it. And that this lady actually referred me to somebody outside the store. She was like, well, I'm going to tell you, and which I thought was pretty dope. And I'm not so much for her sale, but I respect that. I don't know. Man, let me see. Jiver, dress watch, sports watches, pilot watches, Costco, Sam's Club. Yeah, hey, that's enough. Oh, yeah. Thanks, bro. 150 price range, 150. Trap thoughts. Hey, so I'll tell you my thoughts on the Magnum. This week we're not talking Magnums. I'm sorry. This week is Pro Diver. So if it's a Pro Diver, yes. But that one, I will say this. You know what? I don't remember when you got that one, bro. I can't remember that one. I honestly don't remember that. I thought you had I know you got a different style of that Magnum diver, but that one, that was dope. I was like, yo, bro, where did you get that? That thing is, hey, that's hard, man. I love the color. I love that color. I love that color, bro. All right, so I'm clicking off of the Invicta Europe. All right, Invicta Europe, you know what I'm saying? Holla at you. Y'all be blessed and all that good stuff. So right now I am typing, well, I already got it in my search bar, watches, and the first thing that pops up is Let's Talk Invicta, watch expert reviews, the best watches under $1,000, and it's Nico Leonard. When you're getting bored of It's Nomos time. So what is the deal? Is Nomos has to be the watch of the week, because young lady Britt Pierce is the 4th channel to drop a Nomos video today. So I'm like, what? It's almost like they calling each other and they like, yo, I'm gonna drop, man, what is it? So I guess that it got to be something, an inside thing. Nomos is the talk of this week. That is crazy. She the 5th person I looked at this morning that's talking Nomos. That's wild. All the rest of my videos are Glycine videos from 4 or 5 years ago, because I was looking at Glycine before I came on here. Hold up. Did I miss somebody? Yo, my man Skylar Santana is in the building. Nomos is on top of it, bro. Okay, all right. Hey, listen, I looked at Nomos this morning after who dropped it? Crap. I'm trying to think of the first channel I watched that had, like, it was early this morning. I got the notification. I know Random Rob dropped one, and I went over there and looked at the actual price on it, because Random was like, hey, this would be a great gift because it is graduation season right now. My son graduated from high school here in a few short weeks, and he'll be going off to college here. So I'm like, he got some watches in there. But, as far as like a specialty piece, I mean, he's taking care of these, you know what I'm saying? He can take care of a watch, man, because I'm like, hey, I went through that's how I was introduced to watches. When I got my first one, it's like, hey, you take care of this little piece, then you'll get something else nicer. And I'll never forget when I got my watch the first time. I used to look at it, mess with it. I wore that thing, and when I got home, before I went outside to play with my friends, I took that watch off and I put it in there because I didn't want nothing to happen to it. So that watch was pristine for years until the battery died. And then I went to my godfather. I was like, hey, the battery died in it. Oh, I'm gonna show you how to replace it. Boop, real easy. I said, okay, so it's back to life. I reset it and kept it moving. When on my 13th birthday, got a nice analog watch, automatic jump. I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I kept that watch until it was stolen. Haters. Yeah. So yeah, man. Hey, so for those that just came in, I don't want you to miss out, because if you just came in on this part of the live, just know your boy is a Glycine fanatic. I absolutely dig Glycine timepieces. I can't tell you which one's my favorite one, but like I can tell you that my Airman gets the most wear. And then it's a fight between these two right here. And then I got my Golden Eyes in the case. And that Golden Eye that's a special piece. If you guys don't know, the reason why I got that Golden Eye was because of TGV. He did a review on that watch 8 years ago. And I have been a fan of TGV's channel for a long time. I want to say maybe 6 years. I don't know how long he's been on. I think he's been on for like a decade. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been a fan for a lot longer than I've been on YouTube. So I'll say about 6.5 years, 6.25, somewhere around there. And it's crazy. I was going back looking through his old videos when he first started, man. And it's interesting looking at some of the watches. That's how I found out he did that video on Laurier. I said, oh man, dude, Laurier been out for a minute. But yeah. And you got, yes, bro. And that's the other thing too. For all of the people that's coming in right now, that's right now, I'll tell you this. This thing right here, you can put on different straps and stuff like that, man. If you buy your watch, if this is going to be your first watch and you like a combat style watch, get some straps to match it. And I got one guy that swears by sailcloth. He swears by sailcloth. I mean, I don't know, man. He gets so excited. He was like, yo, man, I got something new for you, bro. I'm like, oh, you got a new watch? He was like, man, I got something even better. I'm like, oh, what you got, bro? Sailcloth. Just adds a whole, he was like, man, if I had the money, I'd just buy like 30 sailcloths per watch, bro. Like, and I'm excited about it, you know what I'm saying? Because sailcloth is pretty dope. I'm just saying, I got a watch on sailcloth, and yeah, that thing, ooh, that go hard, man. That go hard. We got another watch. Wow. What you talking about? No, I ain't got no another watch, bro. What you talking about? No, I ain't got no. I've had that. If you're talking about the Golden Eye, bro, I've been had that watch. Don't try that one. I'm gonna give you a knife hand, bro. I've been had that watch, brother. I've been had that watch. Now I'm gonna show y'all something. This is for the people, because we got military. I mean, not military, but military forces weekend. Booyah! We got a Luminox. A little, what they call it, ASMR. I think that, I don't know what it is about that ASMR stuff, man. It's satisfying to be honest. And you got it on the So, you guys be the first to see this right here, Luminox timepiece. Now, this particular watch, I actually have another one, and both of these watches are for sale, but this one is a special because it's a military style watch. This one right here will be going in a raffle. I will be starting a raffle starting possibly next week, right before like the Armed Forces weekend. What I am doing is raising money for veteran suicide awareness. And this watch right now, I want to say is around $485, between $45 to $500. I have to get the exact price. But what we're doing is raising money, and I'm working with Palmer Jewelers, aka Kokomo Watch Company. And when I start the bid, of course, it will go straight to my Cash App. That Cash App, I will show you the bill. I got this from Palmer, so I have to pay them for the watch. However, the proceeds that come off of this, all the extra that come off of this watch will be going to to not just homeless vets, but veteran suicide, because I'm taking a portion to help the homeless vets. This year, I will be doing a walk for that. And of course, y'all know June is Veteran Suicide Awareness Month, which is like 25 push-ups per day, every day for the whole month. And I don't play with that, honestly, because when we came home from our deployment, there was several soldiers that committed suicide trying to live, period. Just, it was a lot of stuff going on. They seen a lot. There's a lot of reasons why these guys and gals are committing suicide. Breaks my heart that we can go through battle, go through combat, right? You go through your thing and all the damage that you're suffering through that, plus your family stuff and everything else. And then you got to come back and that happens. So, what's up, sweetheart? No, I didn't buy. I didn't buy this, bro. This is courtesy. This is courtesy of Palmer Jewelers. I didn't buy that, bro. But that watch will be used to help my veterans, man. I will exhaust every means I have, man. And I will pour out my entire soul to help other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where I am right now, because I know what was done for me, how I was helped, how the military helped save my life. And yes, the military helped save my life. It was hell going through it. I had a lot of crap I had to go through. And one day Lord willing, I have a book out talking about that, you know. But until I get that done, and I have a very dear friend that is helping me with that right now, man, like helping me. I actually have the outline for my book together, and I've already started writing it. You know, there are certain chapters that I'm going through that is very, man, it just brings out a lot of emotion, man, and it's hard to get through that stuff. So, take for granted all the freedoms I have thanks to the vets. Let me see. Amazing calls. Okay. I mean, either way, bro, it still worked. call. It's all the same. Yeah. Let me see. You've been showing love for the vets ever since your first videos on YouTube, bro. Bro. I had some amazing soldiers in my life. Amazing. And even though I didn't agree with some of them didn't realize that, you know, like some of the comments that they made caused more damage than not. I'm thankful that I made it home. You know what I'm saying? Because combat is nobody's plaything. And in comparison to the streets of Chicago, growing up in Gary, Indiana, there's gunfire, there's gangs, there's fights, there's a lot of stuff. Like I've even witnessed the Ku Klux Klan trying to rally down Broadway. I remember that. Anybody that's from Gary remember that year that the Ku Klux Klan had to get escorted by. They had to call in the National Guard to get them, because that was the one time I seen every hood, every gang call a truce, and they came down there and was about to annihilate. They said, there's no way that we're going to let you march down our street. Stop them right before they got to 13th. Anybody that grew up during that era know exactly what I'm talking about. I've seen violence. I've seen hardship, but Iraq, bro. The atmosphere is different, man. The culture is different. The weather is different, man. It's different. It's just different, man. And I don't take for granted. I actually have my flag, and the flag that I was presented was actually flown over the base that I served on in Iraq. I have that right there, so I know it. And I've talked to some of my black soldiers, and they are so anti-government right now because the government dropped them. I'm not trying to get off on a tangent, but I know that that flag is an eyesore to some people. But I also know that there was a lot of men and women and service animals that were killed in the line of duty, man, to protect the Constitution, to protect each other. Let's take the Constitution off. We had a job to do, and they sacrificed their lives, man. I actually met a few soldiers that took some rounds, man, protecting some people. You know what I'm saying? And they got my respect, man. One of them, I won't call his name, man, but I seen him in VA hospital 2 weeks ago, and he's a lot older than me. And now, like, with his injuries, he had a limp back then because I worked with him during one of my deployments, but now it's even worse in his old age, man. And I can't do nothing but salute this brother. My bad. This man put his life on the line to make sure, and he was in a crashed Huey. He served during World War II. He crashed. Vietnam. I said World War II. Vietnam. He served during Vietnam, and he crashed. He was probably the best shaped at the time, even though he was still injured. And he took a couple rounds trying to get to some other soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So he's one of thousands of soldiers that I do this for. Hundreds of thousands. Thank God you been doing more fucking. Hey, man, and that's why I do what I do, man. I will exhaust, bro. Like, you know, Vic, you know this. As many watches as I got, if it came down to say, hey, you gotta sacrifice all your watches to save the life of a vet, gone with no question. And all the watches that's been given to me by other people, I hope you understand. Or if you don't, sorry, I will get rid of them today for somebody else. I would love to purchase some sailcloth straps. Where can I get some at a good price? I don't know, bro. You don't know about no sailcloth straps, man. That's too rich for you, bro. Like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like sweet cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like, the taste is too rich. Your taste buds ain't mature enough for sailcloth is all I'm saying. I'm just messing with you, bro. I was messing with it. I can hear Dave saying, amazing. I can also hear him saying, this young man is disrespectful. Oh, man. What up, man? What's going on? Keeping Up with the Griffins is in the building, man. Thank you for stopping by. I always get excited when other content creators stop in. I appreciate that, because you guys can be doing anything else with your time, by stopping by another content creator is amazing, man. It is. It's amazing. Sailcloth is steep. Hey, so yeah, man. You gotta have big pockets for sailcloth, bro. Gotta have big pockets for sailcloth, man. Sheesh. I'm trying to get in and get plugged up with somebody, man, on these accessories. Which accessories, again, new people came in. These are the watches that I showcase. So, you know, these are some watches that I absolutely enjoy. And I will say to anybody, if you do not have either one of these, and they don't have to be one of these, there's a number. They got GMTs. Now, prices, if you want to know prices, you can get a quartz, which, if you don't mind, battery operated. So Ashford it's about $149 for a quartz, and they have multiple colorways. My favorite of the colorways that they have in quartz is that black an orange dial. I absolutely love that dial. There was a YouTuber that stated they didn't like the fact that Invicta took over Glycine because they start seeing the colorways change and they start seeing that the homage stuff start happening. And you can't have it both ways, man, because there's a company called Sam Martin. Sam Martin do have an original design themselves, but a lot of their watches are homage. Pagani, which has been reviewed, they do the same thing. There are a number of watches, even micro brands. There are a lot of micro brands that mimic the Block Pond's 50 Fathoms, or oh my gosh, how many people have homage Tudor? And Rolex has been homaged by so many people, so many different companies, and they get a pass. But when you say the word Invicta, it's like, oh my gosh, clutching your pearl. Calm down, relax, man. Being like that, you being two-faced, people. You being two-faced. Because if you are a content creator and you're putting this information out, and you say, hey, Invicta it's a no-no. Well, you tell that to the 15 to 16 million people that subscribe to buying to them every year. Just saying. Something, the math is not mathing from your point of view. It's not me. It's you. Did you hear that Sam Martin is making a completely separate company? Yeah, I saw it. I was watching the guy's review, man. I actually saw the watch this morning. And please forgive me. I actually just started watching this guy. And I can't remember what his name was, but he actually did. Oh, wait a minute. No, I've been watching that guy for a while. He has like an accent. Really, man, I really like his channel. Man, he has a good, man. Forgive me, I'm bad about names sometimes in different channels. I've subscribed to so many different channels, man. But dang it. Look, man, because I watched it this morning, man. Let me go back and see. Look at my history. Because I'm trending. I don't know who you. Oh, K Jeweler sent me something. Get out of here. Okay, there go history. Let's see, who did I look at this morning? I looked at Watching James, Urban Gentry, 24 Hours at a Time, Urban Gentry, Tom Teller, Federico Talks Watches. I looked at Pilots Killing Germans in His Parachute, which y'all have to check that out. I looked at a lot of, I'll be looking at a lot of military stuff too. I looked at Max this morning, Watch Crunch. I looked at Tissot Reviews, Random Rob, John P. Watches by Oliver Smith Jewelry, Houdinki, Nico, Worn and Wound. Man, Talking Timepieces with Tony, which that was another interesting channel. SoCal, the Nomos. That was the first one I saw this morning. Then Random Rock. I looked at a lot, man. Hold up. I looked at, that's letting you know, man. I looked at Seiko, Relative Time, which I don't know how many people watch him. I really like his show, man. The way he talk. The way he talk, it is so monotone to where I love it. His channel is so, like, the way he explains stuff, bro, that it may not, hey, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you love it, you love it. But I enjoy watching his. I think, and I will recommend, he gave one of the best reviews on Jody's watch. He said, did Jody make the perfect diver? 5 reasons to buy, 5 to avoid. I think of all reviewers, that one, I have to give that a perfect score as far as how he reviewed it. That's just me. Because Jody gave him 2 watches, right? Dude, like, okay, these are 5 reasons to buy the watch, and then 5 reasons not to. Right? And his reasons not to, I was like, ooh, powerful stuff. I loved it. I watched it, like, sometimes I'll click off before I'm like, okay, I'm done. I watched the whole thing. I watch it again, it's like 9 minutes and 37 seconds. You have an accent. I ain't got no accent. I talk with slang, bro. There ain't no accent. It's just broken English. So people will say, man, you talk like you from Chicago. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You say something, and I say, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that though. But I think if I had, could you imagine if I had like a Australian accent or German? Be crazy, man. Hey, you know what? Let me ask y'all in the chat. If you could have an accent, what would it be? Like, what accent do you think is the best accent? I know that's completely different from watches, but I wonder, you know what? I'm pretty sure AI can change my accent. I might try that. I'm gonna see what AI will allow me to talk in German English, or German accent rather. Nah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Vic, you come on, that's cheating, Vic. Vic, that's cheating. You already Italian. Out of here, bro. You don't get the answer. Stop it, man. See, I was gonna go easy on daggone magnums, bro. But because you my bro, I'm not gonna say nothing. I said enough yesterday. And I don't want our brotherhood to be damaged today, because I said a lot yesterday. So I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm sorry, bro. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, look at this guy too. Chronometer check. That guy's pretty interesting too, in my opinion. He talk free, smooth, and slow. Hey, I promise, man. I promise. That dude, man. Don't even get me started on that guy, bro. I actually been in one of his lives, man, and it's crazy. I'm like, dude, it's the same thing. I mean, he's a little more upbeat, but I believe like when he's doing his videos, like he takes his time. Watch Chris is another channel that I like watching. I like his channel. I like the way he explains stuff. He's a good narrator. Hold up, let me see. And I like his music just goes like it goes. And I know, okay, so at this point, I think we're done talking about Glycine. So, but just know that I'm a fan of Glycine, if nothing else. And to keep this from being a clickbait type of video, I think I'll just mention Glycine up until I get out of it. It's been on almost an hour. Hold on, let me see. Let me look at one of Watch Chris videos. If you guys have yet to look at a Watch Chris video, okay, let me cut the sound up. You gotta start because
interesting watches here. Alex, tell us a little bit about your.
I already started this one. If that bass drum just came in, that'd have been so dope.
The Bulova headquarters here in the Empire State Building. I am with Alex Asta, a former professional tennis player and currently a tennis coach, correct?
Yes.
He is a native New Yorker, and we are going to go through his collection. He has some really very interesting watches here. Alex, tell us a little bit about yourself.
His inflection, his hesitation, the way he be like, I'm with him, and nah. I like the cadence he has. Okay, that's enough. Y'all can go over there and watch it yourself. Trap, put me on. Ignore. No. Trap, the channel is called I Like Watches for the San Martin New Company. Get out of here. Is that what it is? I wouldn't mind having a Felix accent for an hour. I'm not even about to do it. I'm done. I'm about to end. You know what? I'm ending it on that note. I am ending this. This live is over with, bro. This live is over with, man. I think when we come back, this week we're talking military style watches. We're talking field watches. dive watches that I think is I'm not doing it, man. Look, man, listen, man, I tell you what, man, I'm sick of Trap, man, always making fun of me, man. Hey, God gave me this voice, man. I'm one of the best out here, man. So and who's in here right now? Space G. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you what, brother. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all, man. Man, your collection, man. It bothers me, bro. You know what? Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna let you get one of my watches, man, because I need you to post more of the Felix type watches, bro. I'm not feeling this thing, man. And who was that, Skylar? Oh my gosh. Bro, hey man, hey, you got too much energy, man. You need to meet. Hey, let me come up there, man. I can show you my boom shakalaka. You know what I'm saying? Make my throat scratchy doing that. Vic, you are fired. Vic, you are fired. I'm done with you. You're fired, bro. You're fired. No. I'm done. No, sir. No, I'm not messing with y'all, man. I am not messing with y'all, man. Oh my gosh. I promise, man. Hey, Philly's voice is so, man, bro. I've never heard a raspier voice, bro. Like, I'm like, God, dog, bro. You got like a Super Saiyan stuck in your throat, bro. Like doing a Kamehameha, like a gang of time, bro. I'm like, how do you gar? It's like you need to gargle or something, bro. That's I don't know. Your boy, he has a very unique voice. I can tell you that. Godfather got a very unique voice too. Like last night, Godfather was like he had went on a tangent, but like I don't know. Godfather was on something last night. I mean, he was letting Jay Jones have it, man. I kind of felt bad for him. Not really. A gallon of water, some Tylenol. Some Tylenol. Wow. Oh man. Oh my gosh, bro. I could definitely see a Dragon Ball Z character with that voice. I'm telling you, bro. He will be a perfect Dragon Ball Z character, bro. Like an enemy, man. One of Frieza forces, bro. Like, Lord Frieza, I think Goku's on his way here. I can kind of sense his power level. And I don't think he has a watch on right now. So I think you can get him today. Matter of fact, I got a 50 slot in the back, Lord Frieza. I can come up here and give you some extra strength. Yeah. That's Felix. I'm telling you, he could be one of the Frieza Force characters. Imagine. Oh, no, bro. No. I don't want to imagine. No, sir. If anything else, Felix could be a great character, bro. I'm telling you, voiceovers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, man. Bro. Taxi cab driver by night, man. Video game, cartoon, voiceover in the morning. I think that'll work for him, man. I'm gonna send him a text message like, hey, bro, you need to apply today. I think they will hire you, man, and pay you good. Hey, Disney ain't doing too hot. They need some extra voiceovers or something, some more characters. Maybe we do you know what? First and foremost, am I still part of the show? Vic, you are fired, bro. Vic, you are fired, man. I am done with you. I'm done. I'm done, man. Wow, bro. Somebody put that man in timeout. Please, somebody put that man in timeout. I am done with you, bro. I am done. No, sir. No, sir. Absolutely not. I'm not dealing with you today. Matter of fact, I've been on for an hour and 4 minutes. I am going to end at this point. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you made it this far in the live, go and check out Man, this new phone, bro. Oh, what's going on? Hold up. Oh man, what in the heck? I just got booted or something, man. What the heck just happened? I don't know if y'all can still hear me, but I'm out of here, man. Until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed. Dang, this thing just straight stopped on me.